me tell you something. Just because I ain't with my baby daddy doesn't mean you get to talk about my baby daddy. This for you, I'm pretty and I'm petty as
Hey J babies, it's your girl Lala Licious. And thank you so much for coming back to another banger. Okay. This is where we discuss pop culture, any and everything black, popular, beautiful, with style, music, and grace, honey. You are tuned into another one of the best episodes on YouTube, Unpopular Theory, okay? And today on the docket, girl, we have Miss Cardi B show, okay? Now, I'm very, very, very happy and excited to talk about this. I fuck with Cardi B, and I don't really, I fuck with her personality more than her music. Okay, don't shoot the messenger, don't judge me, just hear what I'm saying. That's just me. I love her music, but I find that nowadays you have to have the personality to sell your music. And I think that's how Cardi B became who Cardi B is because of her personality. Now, on the docket we have today, there's a lot going on with Cardi B. Just so in awe of her ability to just keep going through all of like the bullshit, her having a child recently and just a breakup and just Tasha K, and then we're going to discuss Ming Lee, which is Nicki's sister, went to her after party and her concert, and we already know the beef between Cardi and Nicki. Like I said, we're talking about Tasha K and her also about that little lawsuit, and Tasha K claiming she don't got no money, but she's speaking on everybody else motherfucking shit, okay? We're talking about that. And also, of course, her and Stefon Diggs and their relationship, of course, is over. He lost the motherfucking Super Bowl. He lost the engagement ring. Bitch, you lost Cardi. Bitch, you lost everything. And then also someone's trying to sue him because of an altercation. It's so many. Oh my God. Well, he got 3 new babies, girl. It's a lot going on. So stay tuned here and we'll be right back. Selecta, play the motherfucking music.
Come on in and sit down. I got all what you need, and you gon' get it now. I got that Hennessy, that Patron, that good old stuff you like. I'ma be your bartender, I got you. I know we fucking twice.
Girl, I ain't gonna tell you I was calling the man Tay Diggs all this time. Who the fuck is Tay Diggs? Ain't that a actor or something, baby? Girl, bitch, when I tell you I will butcher your name, I will not forget your face. But your name, I will forget that motherfucker so quick. Anyways, back to the story. So, me personally, I was actually rooting for them. They look really fucking cute together. I was one of the bitches that was like, I'm happy you left Offset. Get you a better man. He has more money than Offset, of course. Come on, he's in NFL. And he's doing his thing. He's really fine. Like, I love guys like this too. I wouldn't call him metrosexual, but of course, people was trying to like clock him as him being gay, and they was trying to say he was zesty and this and that. Me personally, I love a guy who is connected with his feminine side. Like, he's not ashamed of if he want to wear skinny jeans or paint his nails or have 3 earrings type shit, like a nose ring. I love men like that. They give the best dick, like no shade. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Anyways, so we're going to start the story here because I don't want to seem like this is kind of a downfall thing for him. Life just be lifing. But one thing I can say, I feel as if he was low-key playing in her face a little bit. I mean, if that's fair for me to say, I just feel like he was playing in her face because, bitch, what? 3 babies at the same time? Months apart? What? Huh? And I feel as if Cardi has already been through a lot of shit, just probably from just niggas in her past in general, like all of us. But from Offset, I feel like with her, Offset really put a dent in her career, in her like mind. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these things you have to understand with these celebrities, they're still people, they're real human. And there's a lot that I'm sure, I'm most certain that she was embarrassed about that she went through with Offset. And I feel like this time around, she feel like I'm not gonna let a nigga play in my face. And so whatever that may look like for a woman in general, if that's saying I'm gonna take my power back, or if that's saying that bitch, I'm not gonna give you no pussy, or bitch, I'm gonna cut you off, I'm gonna do magic on you. However, because at this point, bitch, she had to put some type of spell on this motherfucker. Like, there's no way he's going down. All of this is happening to him at one time. See, shit like this, me with my nigga, me in a relationship, I don't want you allowing bitches playing in your face. Like, to me, these are grounds of disrespect. Simply just disrespect. At this point, at this time, they were dating, and I remember when this hit in there, and I was like, oh Lord, I can just tell, right, that it was possibly just fun on his end. And of course, he's a guy, so he likes attention and he's good looking and he has cute women around. But when he asked them what his name was and they said daddy, and I don't know if you peeped at the end of the video when he gave the camera that look after she said daddy dick. Yeah, I feel like, and I hate when a person say, "Oh, well, you have to be jealous," or "That's petty to be mad over stuff like that." Y'all have to understand, certain people go for certain shit. Some people is intolerable. Some things are just intolerable, and you don't know if Cardi was just kind of keeping tabs on just weird shit, because you have to understand, as you being a celebrity, as you being in the limelight 24/7, people will just dissect your life. And shit like this could throw off a bitch who is trying to be on her shit in the public. Like, who wants your name? Who wants their name in the tabloids saying that they nigga cheating on them because of little petty ass bitches like this? When he gave the camera that stale look, you already know he knew he was wrong. And I think this is where it started with just the downfall of the relationship. And of course, if things can't get worse, you got a nigga that's too nice. You got a too nice of a nigga letting bitches play in his face with two other baby mamas that he impregnated the same year as you. Okay. Now, as far as the ages of the children, I don't know. Y'all might have to deep dive with that, okay? Because we got other shit to talk about. That's neither here or there, though. The point is, he impregnated 3 women in 1 year and 12 months. Bitch, what are you doing? Ain't you playing football, baby? How are you playing football and fucking all these bitches? Like, I don't understand. But, hey, that's why I'm trans and I'm not a man. That's what I'm telling y'all, bitch. When we tell y'all one thing, we tell y'all one thing, bitch. This is some nigga shit. This is some man shit. And that I just could never fathom. And so you have to understand from Cardi's point of view is that, okay, how I would feel is that this nigga doing too much. He making me look stupid online. He got bitches playing in his face, which is okay, right? Because a man is a man. A man gonna be a man. So I'm gonna let that go. But then the publicity pulling up your baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a lie. You got 2 other women pregnant, right? So I imagine Cardi B maybe was trying to just be on some rich bitch shit and just be like, fuck them bitches. But that's a lot going on. That's too much going on. And then all the while, this man is getting ready for the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, one of the biggest games that you could prepare yourself for in football. Like, this is the all be all. This is the, you know what I mean? And so When I figured out his team was going to the Super Bowl, I said to myself, if this team loses, he will be the blame because he has too much going on. Now you on the scene, you in the public, and you're in the publicity and just all of this negative shit, and you got Cardi B as your girlfriend, so that's bringing a lot of attention to the team. So the teammates are probably like, oh Lord, it's just a lot of pressure, and so how can you perform effectively if you're not taking the time out to properly train, heal yourself, have a clear mind to win the biggest game of all time?
For Stefon, before the game, one inspiring message you got.
Good luck.
Is this the reason Cardi B and Stefon Diggs have unfollowed each other?
We've got breaking news out of the NFL. The Patriots are releasing wide receiver Stefon Diggs after just one season in New England. That's been confirmed by our Jonathan Jones. The Pats will save just under $17 million in cap space with his release.
Child, when I saw that, I said, this nigga has got to be slow. He has got to be a little slow up top. He has to be touched by an angel just a little bit. Because how the fuck are you inviting one of your baby? You might as well invited the other one too. You might as well had all three baby moms there with your new babies. I don't know. But the fact that Cardi was going to be there and she was like on stage, because I know he knew, I know that she told him, you know what I'm saying? The fact that she was going to be there and you invited your baby mama with the baby, it's low-key a slap in the face. Again, this woman, Cardi B, is like, if not one of the biggest celebrities out. She has influence with the Latino and Latina community, also the Black community. She has a lot of white fans. She comes from TV. So, she's very known and the public loves her, right? And they love to report on like petty stories. And I think she just said enough is enough. And the saddest part when she said enough is enough, when she said good luck, like I told y'all, she put something on. There's something going on. She did something, baby. For him to lose things back to back to back like this, and then not to mention he has like some court issue that he hit his chef or something like that. You guys have to look that up. But there's just a lot going on with him. And I personally feel that she really liked him and she was hoping for the best. But I feel like she saw that he was playing in her face and she put it down and she said, hey, I'm going to get you back. I'm going to show you who not to fuck with. And that was that good luck. That good luck was good luck. She was praying on his downfall. That's what is given to me. And I think the reason why that happened that way is because he was playing in her face, like I said. Like, that's a lot going on. You got a lot going on to try to win the Super Bowl, babes. And then your team drops you. So you fumble Cardi, you fumble the Super Bowl ring, legal trouble now. It's just, but, we don't wish bad on people over here. We wish him the best. And plus, he's Black. So, bitch, you already know I'm riding with whoever Black until you do some fuck shit. Then, bitch, I'm jumping off ship, But we wish him the best. And let's move right on to the next story.
Like that young lady, I feel like she needs like guidance. I feel like I don't know, she needs guidance. She's a young girl. I'm not gonna play somebody. Like if somebody comes to see me and there's no issue, I don't want to play nobody in their face and try to be funny if they're not on that type of timing.
Okay, at this point, we gonna get real. So I need the real bitches to stand up and the fake bitches to sit in the corner in the back of the room. One question. If you was beefing with a bitch for years, y'all both had y'all little ones and twos back and forth, little threats here and there. You even had an altercation with her security guard. Her friend, Nikki's friend, hit her with a heel. Like, this was years ago. Y'all already know how the story go. But if you was beefing with a bitch for years and it went to that extreme, And then all of a sudden, you see her sister at your concert. Not only your concert, because bitch, you're headlining your own concert, bitch. You have thousands and thousands of people there, so you don't even know the little bitch exists. No shade. You don't even know she in the motherfucking crowd. But she comes to your after party. After the party. She's at the after party. Bitch, after the concert, she's in your face. She's trying to get to your section. So, like, let's just put all that fake shit aside. I will have my guards up. I will be like, why is this bitch here? Is she here to tussle and fight? Because we all know Ming Lee. She's trying to make a name for herself. And as she should, right? Because her sister is a big celebrity. When we first got introduced into Ming Lee, we was all looking at her like, okay, this is a clout chasing bitch. But you got to understand, when you have a famous celebrity as a brother, sister, cousin, try to get you a little piece of the pie, bitch. You know, go on your little reality show, do your little ones and twos, and bask off of their name, because that's what you're supposed to do. You know, make your own lane. So I respect her for that, but she's already known for being on Zeus, like the baddie type of girl, fighting and all of that. So I feel like Cardi B also took that into consideration, was like, hey, hold on, bitch. What is she here for, you know? And Cardi handled it so mature and so well, because she did not stoop down to the level of, I feel like, would be street shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that she hovered above that and she was mature with it. And I love that for Cardi. She was very mature. She handled it very well. I would have did the same thing because she's a young girl. You know, she's young. Nikki's sister is young, and she probably just going with her friends to the concert, have a good time, and it was innocent, you know? And so I respect Cardi for looking at it in that way, but also you got to protect yourself, you know, because you never know. So kudos for Cardi for being mature in this situation, not being pretty and petty. But this next situation, oh, Miss Thing is so petty. Oh, Miss Tasha K, I am so sick of this woman. She is always in the public eye on negative terms. You know, I'm going to give my personal opinion, right? And I don't care how people may take this, but Tasha K is the wrong person to be on the front fourth speaking basically for black women and how they feel, because I feel as if Tasha K is the epitome of the stereotypical black woman people talk about. Like, she's loud, she's homophobic, she's transphobic, she's messy, she's just, you know, that's the stereotypical, a lot of kids, you know, no shade. That's the stereotypical black woman that people talk about and be stereotypical about. And I feel like she is just filling those shoes in so very well. But if you didn't know, if I'm not mistaken, this happened in 2023. There was a lawsuit against Tasha K. I thought it was for just $1 million, but come to find out, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have the whole full story, so look it up. I'm just so sick of talking about this bitch, but she was on the docket. Lord, I'm sick of her. But I think it's $3 million, if I'm not mistaken. But it was defamation of character in her speaking on Cardi. Now, let's just rewind this a little bit. Y'all remember the DL Whisperer, right? Y'all remember he had to GoFundMe and he was supported. So I don't know why that popped up in my head when she asked her supporters to send GoFundMe to help her finish paying off Cardi. And this is a piece of the post. It says, fan to help her pay off massive judgment she owes Cardi B. The controversial blogger launched a GoFundMe and says she's already paying $20,000 a month towards the debt, but hopes her supporters can help speed up the process so she can fully move on. Okay? When I saw that, I don't know why I thought about the DL Whisperer. I don't know why. But maybe she feel like, hell, y'all donating to the sissy that's trying, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, donate to me. You know how her mind is. It's like, y'all are black females, help another black female out. Y'all helping these men's out. The women with the prostates and all that, you know, and I feel like that's just her mentality. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is now you using your fan base to pay off a debt that you created. So you don't even give a fuck about your fan base because you making them pay for what you did, you know? And what part of in my head also was T.S. Madison. Now, T.S. Madison, y'all know I love her down. But she was Team Nikki. She was always Team Nikki. I can't speak on her being Team Cardi. I never heard her say anything about Cardi. But Cardi has a transgender hairstylist. She has a lot of gay people who work for her. She loves our community. She loves black people. She's very diverse. And if I was to say I had to choose side who I felt more safer with, Nikki or Cardi, I would choose Cardi. But that's neither here or there, but I wanted to point that out because now the two have a common enemy, which is Tasha K. And so TS was making a few posts about, yeah, make sure you take that bitch money, make her kids eat on the floor, whatever case may be. Now, I don't drag and put kids and shit, unless you put in my nieces and nephews or my mom or my great or my grandmother or my daddy. That's when we're gonna start talking about it. So, whatever, right? Everybody grown. But that did come to my mind also because TS was the Nikki head. She was Team Nikki, no shade. And so now it's funny how the tables turn because now you have a common enemy, which you've been had a common enemy with Cardi B, you know? And I feel that Cardi is now wanting to amp shit up because Tasha is too loud. Then I know one post I saw that she said that Cardi couldn't take that house, whatever she meant by that. I guess that was her current house because she don't own it or something. And now she's making slick shots by saying, "Oh, she's gonna pay Cardi back. It's gonna take a lifetime. She's gonna pay her small here, small there." And her just talking shit. I feel like Cardi was pissed off about that. Not only that, she kept Stefon Diggs in her mouth. She kept talking about Stefon Diggs, and it was solely to piss Cardi B off. And I think that she pissed her off to the point of no return. So now Cardi is with a lawyer, and she wants to see her bank statements. Because if you're doing all this content, and you throwing all these parties and birthday parties and all this, Cardi may feel like, okay, but you got a little extra money, so we need to go back to court. So now Tasha is singing a little different tune. And so now I feel like Cardi B is the one to shut this hoe up, And so it's just a lot. But imagine you fucking up your children's future because you just won't shut the fuck up. Imagine you destroying your children's future because you just won't shut up. You just won't be quiet. Not only won't you be quiet, but you just won't stop starting shit, you know? So, again, we don't wish anyone bad over here on this platform. So I wish Tasha K the best of luck. I wish her children and her success and happiness and health. But girl, child, I know that was a lot. But if you made it to the end of this motherfucking video, you are a real one. And I love you, J Babies. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the likes. And like I always say, if I have one person looking at my videos, supporting my videos, I know I got a good five stand down J babies that will just stand in the paint for me. I do it for those. I do it for the ones who really support me in that stance. I appreciate you and I will always continue to show up for you and on behalf of you. Just continue to support me and I'll love you long time. But until next time, I appreciate you guys for staying tuned. Let me know what you think about this whole Cardi B reign, baby. Let me know if you think that she is pretty and petty as fuck or is she just doing her big one, okay? And until next time, I love you so much, J Babies. Make sure you drink your water. Take care of yourself. Watch what you listen to. Watch who's around you. And when you feel that point of just you're wanting to give it all up, you want to quit, just know that is your breakthrough. Keep pushing, baby. Okay? I love you. Until next time, have a good night. Bye.
Hour takes you to a